My bad, y'all. I had to get a few things together before we actually got started. But thank y'all so much for being here. I'm so freaking excited about this episode. Y'all already know how it is when it comes to Under the Surface Honey. But yes, let me see who's all up in the chat. I'm gonna have to use my other phone so I don't have to keep getting it. But hold on, honey. Cause I'm gonna have to
Let
add
me
in
make
my
sure
little
I'm in the
thingy
view early.
thinga. I know.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Drop down,
What's your
drop down.
favorite? I'm gonna put Kiwi
Wire network.
grapes. Oh man, it's a little slanted, but it'll be okay. Oh, hold on, you know what? Let me scoot this down just a tiny bit. All right, there we go. Put my little thing up here. Hold on. I need to get everything together, child. Hello? Yeah, y'all. Okay.
That's your phone.
Oh, it's all in front of me. Hold on. I gotta make it much smaller. Sorry, y'all, for the beginning of this.
Lean
I'm trying to get it together. Let me put it over here. I think that'll be a little bit better. But what's up, y'all? Thank y'all so much for being here. Let me scoot this over just a tiny bit. Okay. What's going on, y'all? Thank y'all so much for being here. As you know, my name is Jay, and this is my husband, Cairo. This show is titled Under the Surface, Honey. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so geeked that you guys are here. And hold on, get this off of
Yeah,
this.
go ahead. Oh, you want to use the cord? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Damn, it's short.
It is short. I don't have a long one. You have a long one?
Nope.
Oh, well.
Stuff to invest
in. It is up to investing. Hold on, wait. Because, honey. Hello. All right, y'all. Hold on, I'm sorry. I really like these shades, but they're not going to be able to work today. And that's why I like the clear one. Because I don't have to worry about seeing red and all of that. Okay, let me see who's all up in here so we can say what's up. Make sure you guys are double tapping the screen. I definitely appreciate y'all. So, the first person I see up in here was my baby girl, Tiff Baby. Stop playing with my girl. Maine is in the building. Thank you so much for being here, Maine. I really appreciate you. Sunshine. What's up, boo? Thank you so much for being here. I definitely appreciate you. Pie, I haven't seen you in a long time. I hope you're doing good. Happy New Year's to you. I know, right? Precious is in the building. Shout out to you, girly. Queen, what's up, Queen? Thank you so much for being here. Stash Cash, are you locked in? You probably said that at the same time as me. What's up, T? Thank you so much for being here, boo. I really appreciate you. Andrew, thank you so much for being here, honey. I definitely appreciate you. What's up, Kaylin? Thank you so much for being here. My girl, Trisha Nicole. Don't play with my girl. Hello. Corey, thank you so much for being here, boo. And safe travels, hun. And let me see who else is up in this thing. Motion, thank you so much for being here, Motion. I definitely appreciate you. You already know what's up. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Gage, how you doing, Gage? Thank you so much for being here. I definitely appreciate you. Yes, y'all. So this is episode 5. This is episode 5. Dang, that's so crazy. This is episode 5 of Under the Surface, y'all, and I'm so freaking geeked about it because, baby, we have been getting into some things. So I know that you guys are like, oh my God, what's the topic? What's the topic? Y'all know I don't ever tell y'all the topic until the show actually starts, and that is to just build suspense. And because most of the times I actually switch the topic before I start the live, and I like being able to actually have that freedom of being able to come up with whatever topic I want to and not having to stick to a certain thing, because I feel like it just makes it that much better. You know what I'm saying? So yes, y'all. So today's topic for Under the Surface is demons that attach to you. We are about to get real deep, y'all. We're definitely about to take you on a roller coaster ride. Trust and believe with this one. What's up, Casey? Thank you so much for being here. What's up, Betsy? Thank you so much for being here. Make sure y'all double tapping the screen. I definitely appreciate y'all. And make sure if you're not subscribed, honey, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Because, hello, I'm on the road to 4K. And I would like to be there before my birthday. So thank y'all so much for being here. What's up, Evan? Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you. So, y'all ready to get into this show? Because, yeah, it's definitely about to be something. Are you ready?
Getting everything still set up. I had my boy down there.
Yeah, I told you that. I said I hope you won't be too loud. Yeah, man.
Oh, but shout out to him. I'm gonna move my truck because I see he's downstairs. I don't want him to get up in the way with it.
All right, well, hurry up.
Yeah. Go ahead, say what up to people.
Okay, so we're going to wait for him to do what he need to do real quick. But until then, I'm going to chat it up with you guys. I hope that y'all been having like a really good New Year's. Today is day 5 of 2026, honey. Speaking of it, I got to change the dates. Y'all know I don't be changing the date until I actually come back into the studio. So the last time I was up in the studio, y'all, was on January 2nd. And today is January 5th. Yes. Most definitely. Yeah, man. D Nice, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. What's up, Tage Dragon? Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you, hun. I tried to get my Nightbot. I had to reset my Nightbot, y'all. So please, some of y'all, if y'all can just drop Kiss Squad in the chat, let me make sure that Nightbot is doing what it's supposed to do because it was acting up. So happy that I was able to have Me 2 Times help me out with that. I had to restart it. So if y'all can just type Kiss Squad and let Nightbot drop y'all link just to make sure that it's working because ain't nobody got time for that. I'm trying to make sure that this thing go through the way that it's supposed to. And I never actually tested it out yet. So I'm trying to see. And from what I'm seeing, it looks like it's still not working. So what's up, D Pepper? How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, it's not working. I don't know. I'm going to have to work on it and get it figured out. But let me put my little shades back on. I'm going to put it on like this. You feel me? So I can kind of see because, honey, this red, when I say this red be redding, honey, this red be redding. Yeah, it's not working. It's not working. Casey. All right, now I was trying it, y'all, but it's not going to work. Okay. You ready? You ready?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Yes. Like and enjoy the live. Welcome and all. Thank you so much, boo. Let me make sure I pin that. Nikki, hey, boo. Elevated, hey, boo. There's no exclamation point. It's just Kiss Squad. But for some reason, I don't know. It's not working. But anyway, y'all. We about to go ahead and get started because I already had y'all waiting long enough and I definitely appreciate y'all patience. So for the ones that didn't hear, this segment is the 5th episode. Well, this is the 5th episode, y'all, and this one is actually going to be titled Demons That Attach to You. So y'all already know how this go. I have a bunch of questions here, honey, that I'm going to be asking Cairo and he is going to be answering. And it's about to be a real deep conversation. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. So when it comes to demons, first off, can you actually like give like a definition to your understanding of what a demon is?
Like many things, it has multiple layers. That's why it's called Under the Surface, because I'm going to deal with the esoteric part of it, which is more than likely it's an emotion that comes from habits. You can create your own demons. Now, are there entities outside of yourself that are demons? Yes, there are. But I'll say it like this: most of y'all in y'all everyday life are never going to run into anything you see on the scary movies. You'll live your whole life, perish, make children, all that kind of stuff, and everything that you've seen in the horror movies, you'll never run into it. You know, you might see, the closest you might see is a shadow spirit, or whatever the case, like I have, and whatnot. But the realistic thing is things like this. This is what you call parasites. So this will be the most realistic running, in case you've never seen it. These are what they look like up close.
Yeah, that looks like an alien.
See that? that's in your system right now. You eating beef, dairy, and all that stuff like that. These things get and attach to your nervous system and influence your thoughts. So when they talk about alien invasions, things of this nature, go and type in Google and put in parasites up close. These are the things that are actually, and if you've never seen, these things can act when they group together and they kill a lot of your tissues within you, inside your organs. They actually form into creatures. So when people, if you ever seen somebody pull out a tumor, for instance, the tumor can have a face, the tumor can have teeth. They
That's
pull out tumors
wild.
that have ears,
What?
hair, things of this nature. So this is honestly, when we're talking about, if you want to talk about realistic demons, this is what is, to me, realistic demons, not the things you see on scary movies. Now, can you conjure those things? Are there profane, what the Bible will call profane entities? Meaning, when they called the fallen angels came and mated with the women, did they make certain things that are like half man, half human things, half man, half animal, and things of this nature? Yes. Did they make giants? Yes, they did things like that. But all those things perished. The things what they talk about with vampires and things living forever, could that exist? Maybe. But like I said, you'll probably live your entire life and never run into that. The reality is you're going to run into this. You're going to, and it's in you now. So that is what I call demons. That's what I consider the demons that you need to be really worried about or whatnot.
I definitely feel you on that. Thank you to Cowpoke for dropping that, honey. I definitely appreciate you. So Queen said, "Cow, peace and love, brother," dropping them gems. Koi say they def mess with your nervous system.
Yeah.
That's why gut health is important.
Very much.
Tell them I don't even know what he's saying. LOL. Elevated is so funny. Elevated said, "Nah, but why you found my baby picture?" Child, JR said, "Facts." Yeah, y'all. So let's go ahead and dive into the actual questions that I do have to ask. I definitely wanted to be able to have him just give y'all a definition so we can dive into all of the things. Okay? So my first question for you here is, what do you think attracts demons to a person in the first place? Trauma, fear, ego, or something else?
It's interesting because what you just named there is a part of the seven sins, the seven deadly sins. So we all have a aura on us or energy on us. Now, I used to speak to her about this early in our relationship when she was a drinker and a vapor. And I used to tell her that stuff is putting a hole in your aura that makes you susceptible for things to attach to you and whatnot. So, everyday behaviors. Yeah. Say that again. What's the ones you named?
So the ones that I named was trauma, fear, ego, or something else.
Yeah, all of those have to have something to do with that. And I also wanted to pull up. Hopefully, I didn't delete that page. Last week, or was it last week? The last
I think that was
under
what,
surface
Saturday
we had.
or something.
It was about holidays.
Yeah.
So I went and did my research because I'll be doing my little research, and I'm gonna give. You can Google this too, people. As it clears, this is showing you. I'm gonna read it to you. The holidays, the American holidays, and how they're all attached in one form or another to the seven deadly sins. And the seven sins. So when you want to talk about like demons, so for instance, gluttony. Okay, gluttony, greed, lust, pride, sloth, wrath, envy. How can we attach that? Thanksgiving for the gluttony, greed for Christmas, lust for Valentine's Day, pride for Independence Day, sloth for Labor Day, wrath for Halloween, and you can do envy for Easter, or even Valentine's Day. So so when we spoke about it, yeah, go ahead, show it to them. When we spoke about it, I was saying that there's extremes in this world. So the holidays can have its own meaning to you as a person. You can put your own positive spin on it. But as you're introducing, a lot of times why we didn't fall into things is because we were educated on what we were doing. How many people participate in holidays and don't know what it's for or why you're doing it? And don't ask. You just know that, oh, there's a gift coming to me and that's what Christmas means to me. But I can show you the extreme that comes from commercialism, and commercialism trains you to just think of this holiday as this. Every holiday is attached to buying something. And that's what I always tell people. So when I get into my relationships, I always tell the women, I don't celebrate holidays because I already know everything is about what you're going to buy me. And it's just like, I'm not about to deal with you and your seven deadly sin unpurged self. You know what I mean? So I just say I'm a dead dad from the jump. If you can give me a good reason why you do something, I'll participate. That's even with birthdays. Because a lot of people say, well, what about birthdays? What do you do for your birthday? How do you honor your birthday? If it's just going out, going and clubbing and stuff, nah, I don't do that. So, I mean, I let people do what you do. And I don't even celebrate mine. I take the same approach Prince did. Prince, the artist. He said he stays young by not celebrating his birthday. Because he gets to a point where sometimes he forgets his own age. So do I. That's why I like to play with people and say I'm 50 years old. Because it's a way of saying I don't really keep up with mine. I just live, basically. Go ahead, girl.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Wise Mind, for that gifted membership. I really do appreciate you. And shout out to all of y'all up in the chat. So Corey said, didn't think of or didn't even think about the holiday like that, but that's an interesting take.
Right. So yeah, you can be locked into that all year round, your next holiday, and it keeps you within this mind frame of just self.
Yeah.
From all the seven deadly sins. And then you got the parasite to go right along with it. It just works in unison,
Thank you so much, Bart, for that floating heart. I definitely appreciate you. Okay. So my next question to you is, do you believe demons attach during moments of weakness, or are they present long term before we notice them?
They can attach to you in a moment of strength. It's really about your intentions when you're doing a lot of things. Bill Gates goes over to Africa and gives away stuff. Meanwhile, he's also giving them the jabs that's